So, why are we racing for more than 100 kilometers at the night time on highway road? Another downpouring. Let's go.
Di sini, di sana, ku mencari.
So this will be quite short video that I don't have enough footage for the race because it's night time. We are racing on the highway road. It's in Malaysia. So the race is called RHB Lekas Highway Ride for this year 2024. It will be 105 kilometer and 78 kilometer and some more categories are there. But I was in the 105 kilometer categories. We are under the master category as well, and yeah, I prepared a lot for this one, but I didn't prepare for the rain again. Last month I will race in the Joe Cycling Series, which is also raining. I didn't prepare, but for this time again, I didn't check the weather as well, and most likely I didn't prepare at all. I was prepared for my hydration, my nutrition, and how to maintain the good position where I got these kind of things, but I didn't prepare for the rains. So for the race, I did prepare for like more than 5 months because I did register very early, and then I call a lot of my friends, and somehow Mr. Small is with me. We're gonna race together. So he haven't raced for a long time, and yeah, he said like he don't have enough training or whatsoever, but he will try to give it a shot, and then we just like let's go. We did it, and yeah, we went to Selangor, which is the race area. The city is Selangor, and I didn't manage to get my own transportation and accommodation, so I did request to a group, which is a Shangri-La cycling group. This group managed all the things that we need, all the race kit collection and all the things they did for us. And then yeah, it's very good experience going with the coach, and then we put our bikes on the coach, and then we drove to the highway, and then yeah, so this is a very good tour group which is giving us full support. We don't have any trouble of like going there and then waiting for this and that. They pick up on time, and then on the way we have a very pleasant ride. And when we got hotel, we have a few times to like rest and then prepare for the race as well. And the only thing we didn't prepare is the weather, and yeah, it's obviously we are a bit regret just before the start the race. All right, we just arrived to Selangor, which is we're gonna be race in the night time at the Lekas Highway Ride. So this year is a little bit worried because of the weather. It's not seems so nice. As you can see, the weather is like a bit dark over there, and yeah, the hotel view is very nice, but yeah, I'm a bit worried about the weather. If the rain is there, I might be suffering again, I believe. And for the moment, we're just preparing for the race, and then all my race kit over here. And then Mr. Small and me, we are sharing a room, and then we just messing around and then find a check for all the things we need, all the stuff we have to prepare, and yeah, we're a bit stoked already. Let's go, hope for the best. Alright, I was having a very quick nap, but as soon as I woke up, I checked the weather. You know what? Look at this. It's like pouring rain. Just now it was a bit more rain, but suddenly just a bit less, but still is raining, bro. I don't know how we're gonna do, but so far, just now I saw a lot of people are going already. I think they are determined to ride whether rain or bad weather. So yeah, never mind. Alright, we're going to the event area. The rain is still pouring, but I think we're gonna take the risk because it's quite late already. Soon the race is gonna start in 1 hour. We haven't been there yet, so yeah, let's take the risk. Let's go. Ready?
Ready?
Let's go. Let's go. So for the race, from my hotel to the race area is more than like 8 to 9 kilometers. So we have to ride from our hotel to there. And since we start to leave the hotel, there's like a bit of rain already. And then when we are on the highway, it's like a few small climb on the way. And then I even like laughing and pranking to like Mr. Small that we are already climbing, not even start the race, you know, something like that. And then somehow we did manage to get into the race. And then I was surprised how much people, because I can't even count already, you know, how many people there already. It's like a sea of people, you know. You see at the front, a lot of cyclists. At the back, a lot of cyclists. And when we are just like queuing at the, not at the start line, just queuing at the like the event area. And then somehow they were split into like group by group. So 105 kilometer will be leaving Selangor first, and then 78 kilometer, and then all these like small categories riders. So we are in the first that group, which is going to be start soon. And then we got our place, and then even though we are like almost start, the people who are queuing at the back are still going on. It's just like a lot of people, you know. Yeah, for me and Mr. Small, we also surprised how many people are attend to the race, you know. It's just like very phenomenal experience, and the atmosphere, and then yeah, everything is like on point. So for the race, me and Mr. Small don't have any race plan. We will race by our own style. You know, he is like a explosive style, and then he's like he would be most likely try to join the first group. So yeah, I will be race on my own because I don't want to risk another rain at the night time. And somehow I forgot my front lights, so it's also a disaster, you know. So right after the race start, Mr. Small is like try to chase the first group, and then I was a bit surprised. You know, it's like only like a few seconds later, we flag off, like maybe 30 seconds, he's gone, and then the rain is like very pouring. Even just starting at the race, I was like, okay, never mind. I was try to maintain my pace, and then I won't be like stupid enough to like attack in the first few kilometers and then burn out all my energy, you know. So that's my plan. And then I was like, okay, never mind, I'll go on my own. I will try to chase a bit of group. And then for a first few kilometers, I have my like 3 or 4 guys. And then those 3 or 4 guys are not doing very well. And then I try to chase on the first group. This is my like plan, you know. I want to chase and then make sure to like rest a bit in between, because after I chase and then chase and chase, that would be like burn out all my matches. So I don't want to do this like stupid decision. And then I did manage to get a group, because I was attacking some groups, but those strong rider are like try to chase me back. And then at some point I was like trying like leading out in the group and then try to rotate at the front. And yeah, this is a very good group that I'm in. Most likely it was like before the KOM, so there will be only one KOM in the whole race. Is on like 23 to 26 kilometer. Just before the race, there's like a few short briefing. They said like there will be KOM in between 23 kilometer to 26 kilometer. I was like, how can it be like very long for like these KOM? Because most likely I know like some KOMs like maybe 1 kilometer or maybe like a few hundred meters. And then I was like, all right, never mind, we'll see on the way. And then it was like a hell, it's a long stretch. And then the worst thing is on the KOM point there is no light as well, and then all the lights from the front lights from the other bicycles, this is the light that I got, so but the good thing is I'm a light person, and then I have a really high cadence, so I can manage to like pass over a lot of riders on the KOM climb, which is like 2 kilometer 3 kilometer almost to the summit. Is like very long stretch, and I was not in the group behind, which is I am before the like 20 kilometer I was in one group, and then after the KOM, like in between the KOM and after the KOM I was in another group. But those rider, that strong rider from the group behind, they also like catch up with us, so the front group and then those riders are like in the same group. Most likely there's a group I was in for the whole race. After the KOM point, I learned something, that because the terrain that we are racing is like up and down, rolling hill and then like descent. So I was learned something, because even though I attacked on the KOM climb, all these like ascent, no matter what, because after every ascent there will be a small descent, sometimes a big descent. So all the descent, though like big rider and then heavy riders, they are gonna chase down on the descent, and then those people have the ceramic bearings, like they was like going downhill, and then they have more speed than me. For a moment I have to like descend down the hill after the ascent, and then I have run out of gears. That's the only like wrong choice that I made, because I don't think I will ever need 50 at the front and then 11.2 at the back. I never use even for the sprint, but this time like most of the people are like keep riding on the descent. I was out of gear, so I have to like tack in and then like aero position, and then yeah, this is what it is. But most are like heavier rider and then like big rider, they are descent more faster than me, and then somehow they are catching up to the front group. So I learned from that point, it's like I was not gonna attack on the ascent, because no matter how first and how many people you caught, and at some point you're gonna be caught again by the strong rider on the back. So that's my tactic. I was trying my best to like pace very well. For the nutrition plans, I have most likely the same plans as always. I have gels, energy bar, electrolyte, water. So these are all the things I bring. But the worst thing is I cannot eat my energy bars, because the rain is like non-stop. If I bring out and eat my energy bar, it will be like sticky enough, and then it will be very uncomfortable to keep riding with the hands are so sticky. So I was thinking I would be like more consider about the race, and then I have 4 energy gels, so I was very careful to have my energy gels and then decide when to drink and when not to like drink. So this is my plan. I did like drink my first gel on like 20 kilometers, and then the second one on 60 kilometer, the third one on like 85 kilometer or something, and then the last one on 95 kilometers just before the strength. So the nutrition is quite okay, but the only thing after the race I have to eat something right away, because my body's like burning a lot of calories, and then all the things I going in will be like fluid, no like solid food. So yeah, this is the things. But anyway, I did manage to like go in the group for more than 60-70 kilometers. This group very strong. There are a few riders like keep attacking at the front. More and more I understand, and then I just stick in the back or the pack, and then because even though like I mentioned, even though like they are attacking at the front, so at some point we're gonna catch them. There's no rider breaking away from our groups, especially these 105 kilometer groups, because the gap between those front groups and our group is like very big. So after like 78 kilometer or something, 75 or something, then we have to turn on the left side to a reverse way, and then because we have to round 2 times on the course to make sure we are cover 105 kilometers. So those round are a bit tense on the left, but it's not a turn, it's like ascent and then turn, so we can drop like number rider on those ascent, because those who cannot chase to the group will be like most likely just gone. So yeah, that is what it is. And then I did manage to like stick into the group after I turned to the last turn on the highway. I realized it's not more than like 25 kilometers left. I have to keep in mind, and then yeah, just focus on the race. So that's how it is. And around like 10 kilometer or something, I was just keep counting the numbers on the distance number on my Garmin. The worst thing happened in the race under the downpouring is like the dart from the front riders are like sticking in your face, and then like you also soaking wet most of the time, and then your body, if you're not like doing enough work, and then your body will be like a bit of shiverings, and then yeah, this is very difficult. I just focus on the numbers or the distance that I have to keep riding, and then yeah, at some points I almost like giving up from the group, because at some points I was to like try to stop at the side and then try to pee, because the weather is like very cold, and then your body need to be like release something. And also I've been drinking a lot of water, energy gel, all the fluid nutrition, so yeah, I need that one. But I try to check at the back, there's no group, not a single rider is like dropping from the group. If let's say like even like 10 or like 5 or 10 rider at the back, I might be like just stop a little bit and then push hard again and then try to chase back to the group. But it's not ideal, because when I look back, I'm almost at the last rider of the group, and there's no rider between us. So yeah, I would just like, never mind, I'll just keep it in mind and then just focus on the race, just stick in the group, and then yeah, keep smashing. So on the final like 2 or 3 kilometers, I was prepared for the sprint, and I understand that there's a uphill sprint finish. So it was a bit tricky, because I know I can explode at the final kilometer, and also like it's not like a sprint, but you have like the racing mentality, So even though we are already like 20 minutes behind the race, the winner, I was thinking, all right, never mind, I will do the sprint, because it's you have a chance to do the best sprint, but 1 kilometer to go, we are staying in a group, but a bit of like a kick, a strong rider at the front, they are trying to increase the pace. So a few guys are like a bit struggle, because that before like 1 kilometer, there's already like a sand, there's like a bit of hill. So I was trying to not letting the gaps go. Whenever a gap open, I try to chase, and then like 700 meters, and we are the group, almost like try to sprint, and then ours try to keep an eye on like who are gonna be attacked, who are gonna be like break away from the group, who gonna be sprint. I see a lot of strong rider, we are prepared for the sprint, but I didn't realize there's one guy who is breaking away from the left side. I knew from this guy on the right side with me most of the time, and then he was like moving up, and then at some point he was on the left side. I didn't see him for a while, and then I realized this guy is attacking. So what I do, I just immediately chase into this wheel, and then this guys keep pushing hard numbers. So I was like, is it gonna be it, is it we are breaking away from the group and then try to sprint after this or something like that. I try to check on the back, I got a gap like 2 or 3 bike lengths. So I was like, it's not enough, if you want to be like completely breaking away from the group, this will be very dangerous. I learned from watching a lot of race video. If you have like 2 or 3 bike lengths, it's nothing, and then at some point I was just like, okay, never mind, I'm gonna attack. I attack, and then I got like more than like 6 or 7 bike lengths from the main group. I check on the back, they are pretty far behind, because they have the front light, so I can guess like, oh, okay, these guys are a bit far from me. And then I head down and then I was in the seated position. I tried to push my best, and then I tried to pass like a few 78 kilometer the riders, and then I try to go inside and then go up, but most likely the energy is like a bit of low, and that's why it's empty. I almost given a stop pedaling, but I keep riding the finish line inside, and then yeah, they pass by on the right side more than like 5 riders, so it is what it is. And then for me, like I a bit like regret and then frustrated, but I know it's like I did my best. And yeah, even though I was like 20 minutes behind the winner, I did my best to race. I'm not like riding in the group, I'm just racing with this group, so it is very good feeling that you did what you got, you know, you did the best out of you. So yeah, I feel super great. And then after the finish line, I got like finished medals, and then yeah, I was trying to looking for Mr. Small as well, and then all the group, the troll group. I saw some guys, they already finished. One guy finished with me, so these are they also strong. And I'm looking for Mr. Small, and then he was nowhere to be found. I thought he was in front of me, and then with the friend group, and then I realized he was behind. And then after like 8 minutes or 9 minutes later, he was at the finish line. I tried to encourage him to pass the finish line, and then we talked a little bit, and he said like he was with me before the K1 climb, before the 23 kilometer mark. I didn't realize because like I mentioned, I tried to chase the group in the first few kilometers, right? Somehow I caught up their group as well, and then they are also like combined with us, and then we forming a big group. But he said like he was dropped at the K1 climb, which is I tried to make a move on there. So after like 9 minutes after me, he was there. But at least we raced together. If I was knew he was with the group, I might be try to encourage him, and then I might be racing with him, because he is a really good sprinter, and he used to be sprint at the RCC in Myanmar before. So yeah, I could have known that he was there, and then I couldn't like bring him all the way to finish and the race together. But yeah, how it is, you know. And after the race, we got foods, and yeah, we just going back to the race. And then we just sit there and then rest for a while, talking about the race, and then yeah, reflecting all the good old memories that we raced back in Myanmar, and then how the experience of the race, and then yeah, all the things are very good for us, you know, the feelings of like racing together, not racing alone. At least like there's some guys with me on the finish line, and then we can hug each other, and that's a good feeling, you know. I didn't feel any like sad or like very remorse after the race this time. It's a very good feeling, and yeah, it's very overwhelmed feeling that it's okay, you know. I'm not finished very good in the first group. I finished 208 position overall out of like 1,100 somethings. Is quite good, you know. I was in the first bench, so it's very good feeling. And then yeah, I might be enjoy the every single moment, even though it was like very rush race instead of like the race before. I did enjoy all the moment that I got, and then this is very good feeling and very good memories that I got. I might be doing this one for next year as well, and yeah, I enjoy every like single second of it, you know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really thanks to every person that supporting me. So the tour group that guiding for us throughout the race, and then supporting everything we need, and the organizer for the Lekas Highway race. I really appreciate for your help, and then I really appreciate for all the followers and all the subscribers from YouTube as well, because you guys are a lot to me, you know. I see the video result for the previous race, Joe Cycling Series. The reaction is like a lot, so I really thankful for your kindness, and then I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well, you know. I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.